Welcome to Mediocre Gaming, and today we're playing GTA Online. Well, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. I'm Zero. Let's get to it. Alright, so today we're doing Asset Seizure. But before we get to that, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, smash that subscribe button, and ring that bell to be notified of all future episodes as soon as they go live. So let's get into it. So, we got kind of roped into helping the ULP. Initially, we were talking about just gaining some intelligence and getting some dirt on someone, and then it quickly devolved into the ULP helping or leading us into a trap, and then saying, "Oh, hey, you know what? We've got an agent that really needs help. Could you help us out?" And they're like, no, not really asking. Yeah, do it. And we're all caught up with the ULP. Now, today there's a van full of ripe, delicious, tasty evidence that we need to get, but there are jammers that are around the city that are preventing the exact location from being found out. So you can kind of either look around and try to find the van, just kind of keep an eye on the map, look to see where it is and what direction it's heading, and guesstimate where it's going to be at, or take out the jammers, and then with each jammer you get a little bit closer to the exact location. Take all of them out and it's ripe for the taking. Of course, these jammers are not just sitting there by themselves. They're being guarded because the van is obviously a high value target. So look for these jammers. And what do these jammers look like? Like this right here. You might be looking around for them without knowing exactly what they look like, especially the first one. It can be very difficult. So we got one done, and now take a look. It's still a large area, and of course it's difficult to figure out where exactly it's at. So let's take out another one. Now, with all the ULP involvement, you would think I would have gotten the hint to bring along with me a vehicle of some type that has bulletproof armor on it. Between the land vehicles and air vehicles that are seem to be constantly on my tail, it only makes sense to do something like that. Weaponized vehicles certainly are great. Nothing wrong with them, especially something with HOW upgrades, which boost up that top speed and acceleration even more than usual. Okay, I don't know how I got into this fix, but I lost my car to a speed bump. Alright, so luckily it's not called GTA for nothing. Grab another car and continue on. Now, if I were smart, in between the attacks, I would go ahead and grab another vehicle, this time with bulletproof armor, but not going to happen. Something like an Oppressor Mark II would be great. Helicopter, vertical takeoff and landing, airplane, Sparrow, any of that stuff would be pretty cool on this mission. But guess what? You're out of luck. You can try going down to one of the airstrips and seeing if there is a air vehicle down there that you can take. But that's going really far out of your way, either direction. So it doesn't really seem like a great idea. I mean, the other thing would be to try and take over one of these helicopters, but you'd have to get them to land, which means you usually have to damage them enough to get them to come down, which means that they're going to be going down anyways. And then if you take out the pilot, I mean, you saw what happened. All right, so let's get up to the roof. I was kind of wondering how I was going to get up there. Don't move, creeps. All right, got a parachute. Lots of boxes that all kind of look like a jammer. And it's still pretty large. So actually doing the first two didn't seem to make any effect whatsoever. So I'd probably have to wait until the third one. Okay, open. And perfect landing. I think they call that a 4-point landing. And another helicopter is on me. And now off. Grab another vehicle and on our way. Like I said, if you have a either weaponized or non-weaponized vehicle that has bulletproof armor, I would say bring that on these ULP missions wherever possible. Some of them, there's been at least one where you've had to have a operational vehicle where you don't get a choice, but I think most of them, at least for part of the mission, you can choose to have, if not all of them, you can choose to have whatever vehicle suits you best. And having a bulletproof, armored vehicle will keep people from pinging you in the head with a pistol. Alright, so here, oh, nice guy. I'm walking here. Not even an enemy. It was just some guy. Oh, okay. So the guys up top were probably shooting down. Scared the civilian. He floored it, and I just happened to be in the way. And another helicopter just on the other side. There we go. Take out the pilot and nothing to worry about. I keep thinking that if you go in one of these doors, it's going to be like right inside. There's going to be like a room, and then there'll be a jammer surrounded by enemies. But these have all been outside on rooftops. So when you get close to one of the jammers, you'll see some enemies pop up. Usually they see you and they get aggressive or whatever, and they pop up on the radar. So if you have something with if you're having trouble figuring out where the guy is at, you can if you happen to have a weapon with an infrared scope, that'll let you see where they're at most of the time, even if they're hiding behind something. I say most of the time because sometimes if an object is big enough or thick enough, then they don't show up. So there are caveats even with infrared scopes. Alright, so we've got 3 I didn't look to see how big the radar circle was, or the search area. After that last one, I think it did shrink, but I don't know by how much. So if you're going to do jammers, you have to do at least 3. And then beyond that, yeah, you kind of feel like once you do 3, you're like, well, what's 2 more? Does it really matter? So, you know, if, like I said, if you're not going to do the jammers, you can go and search around for the van directly, and it'll take you a little while, but I don't think it's going to take you any longer than how long this takes to locate and take down the jammers. So either direction, I don't think there's any benefit doing one or the other. I mean, I don't think there's any like monetary benefit. I should say that. I don't think taking out the jammers gives you any particular benefit other than it tells you exactly where the van's at. If you search for the van and you find it, it's not like, I don't think you get some sort of like Easter egg bonus for finding it. So, alright, so 4 out of 5. And I missed it. I missed it again. I didn't see how big the search area was, but I imagine it's smaller yet. And I'm assuming after this last one, we'll get an exact dot, an exact location where it's at, and it won't disappear since all the jammers are going to be out of action. Unless there's a jammer on top of the van, which I'm assuming they don't have. Some assumptions there, but you know, if you're going to take the time to do the jammers, then hopefully it'll be worthwhile. Alright, so it should be right over here. And probably on top of this building, motel, apartment, whatever it is. So let's take these guys out. Oh. And get tagged every time we turn a corner, because there's a guy right there, and there's probably a guy with a shotgun. That's the guy we got from the floor. And let's see, there's got to be a guy right around here somewhere. Oh, right there. Tag, you're it, buddy. I can hear more guys. Oh, yep, right there. Ooh, look at that headshot with a shotgun. We'll switch. Alright, and oh, there's a jammer. Let's get it. Boom. Alright. Jammer has been destroyed. That's all of them. So where is the van? Let's make a beeline to the van. You know, I don't know why I keep grabbing this. Looks like a Jeep Wagoneer. Just put a dot on the map, just a waypoint, just so I have an idea of where to go. It's obviously moving fast enough that that's not really where it's going to be, or even close. Alright. Unfortunately, this vehicle isn't the fastest one out there. Decent off-road, but not a lot of off-road options within Los Santos. Alright, we gotta be getting close here. And that. How many helicopters have we taken out already? Oh. Looks like he's coming this way. Oh, I missed him. Alright. This helicopter is going down. Took one too many pot shots at me. Alright, so where did it go? Okay, it's up there somewhere. Can at least see the blue dot on the screen. I kind of want to get rid of this GPS waypoint. Get out of my way. Don't you know I'm in a hurry? And now that I'm trying to chase him down, it's kind of like I don't want to call in a vehicle or swap vehicles. And this one's actually halfway decent in terms of, bulk. Fast, but also a little bulky. Let's get him. Oh, there we go. T-bone right into the telephone pole, or head on. There we go. Take him out. Alright, where do we need to take this? And how many guys are going to follow us? 4 miles. That's like halfway across the map. Normally, I would say, let's take a road trip. But with these missions, there's always something. Always something. This guy's like, hey, just go over here. Bam, ambush. Or, there's guys on the road waiting for you, or there's guys coming up behind you. And now I have to try and take them out. You either take a gun, swing it out the back and start shooting, and try to hit the guy in the driver's seat, or you blow him up with a sticky bomb. Proximity mines are decent, but they do take a few seconds to arm, and they pretty much go off with any vehicle that goes over them. Oh man, that could have been bad. And just barely made it. As soon as they get in front of you, it's just like tag, tag, tag. And you can watch your health just dwindle. Oh, I should point out, you can play any of these ULP missions with up to 4 players. So U plus 3. It would make it a little bit easier. You could have someone in a vehicle behind you. You could have someone in the passenger seat aiming out the window. So one person's driving, one person's shooting. So you don't have to, multitask. Certainly should be better or easier than the way I'm doing it. But you can play however you want. If you want to play solo, you can go ahead and do it. Alright, this has to be the end of the mission. Yeah, look at that. Mad driving skills. Going completely horizontal on the side of the mountain. And almost dying while I'm doing it. I'm surprised all these stray bullets don't knock out the tires. What's this guy doing? Oh. See that red shirt? He looked like an angry Papa John. Alright, our journey halfway across the map is quickly coming to a close. Hopefully we don't have to worry about losing the enemies or taking out the enemies before we can do the drop. Hopefully we just pull in, they drop off by the wayside as we get close, and then finish off the mission. That would be ideal. Yeah, it kind of looks like he dropped off. Yeah, he's kind of going his own way. Whew. And that's it. I hope you enjoyed this video. Be sure to check us out on social media, and thank you for liking, commenting, and subscribing. And we'll see you next time.
I'll be in touch once our guys have run their analysis. Hello, Agent. Debrief. The hardware you recovered from the Duggins has confirmed our worst-case scenario. Some years ago, a billionaire tech entrepreneur by the name of Avon Hertz designed a new breed of AI, codenamed Clifford. That was the next step in national security. And, coincidentally, he was also a genocidal maniac. Now, our agency shut the operation down, eliminated Hertz, and put Clifford to sleep for good. And now it's back. Or at least part of it is. That's what the Duggins have been using to control the price of gas. Buying archived Clifford backup drives from the FIB. Idiots. Yeah, they got no idea what they're playing with. Our pushback has them against the ropes, but they're making one last play. Report for duty as soon as you can. We need to intercept this deal.